Hi friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to make something that's a little different. This is something that I tasted when we were on vacation in Kerala. So it's basically stuffed plantain with chicken. So the one I tasted in Kerala was actually stuffed with beef, but we're gonna make it with chicken today. I'll have the recipe on how to make the chicken in the description. So for this, you need about a cup of cooked chicken or beef if that's what you prefer, and two ripe plantains. I'm just gonna make a little slit in it, and I microwaved it for 5 minutes, and that came up perfect. So just have to wait for it to cool, and then take out the center of it, the black center of it. You don't need that. And then you're basically just going to mash this. This is so yummy. We had it for dinner that day, and I just had a side of California style vegetables as a side dish. This is so yummy. You can actually use any kind of spices you want for the chicken. So what I used were some Indian spices, but you can go with any kind of spices that you prefer. And just make sure that you use ripened plantains. That's what we used. You need ripened ones. So we're gonna get rid of all the seeds in the middle. I'm going to mash this up. I'm using a fork because this was still hot. Although I waited a few minutes, it didn't cool down fast enough, so I just decided to go ahead and work with it. There, I think I'm getting the last bit out of it. So you can use a potato masher or a fork, or if this is cool enough, you can just use your hand, clean hands to mash this. As you'll see in a little bit when I'm working with it, I'll be using my hands. It's because I'm making it at home and it's just for me and my husband. We won't be serving it to any guests, so that's why. Just gonna go ahead and mash this really well. And this is enough for about 2 people. If you make it smaller, you can push it for about 3 people. But 2 plantains is good enough for 2 people. So then I'm gonna go ahead and make this into little 2 medium-sized balls. One thing that I do want to say is if you think the plantain's gonna stick to your hands, you can put some water or oil on your hands before this process. I did not put any water or oil on my hands, and the plantains did not stick. I didn't have any problems. So you just want to go ahead and flatten this out to the size you want. It all depends on how big you want it and how much meat you want to stuff it with. Obviously, if you wanted it smaller, you wouldn't use half of the mix here. And so I'm gonna take half of the mix and put it into the plantain and just seal it. You just gently close it, and it stayed shut the whole time while I was baking it. You'll see in a few minutes here. So that's about enough stuffing for 1 person. So I'm just gonna go ahead and seal it. Just make sure the 2 edges meet. So the one I had in Kerala, it was open at the top. They didn't seal it, so you can make it either way. If you don't want to seal it at the top, or if you have so much meat in it that you cannot seal it, that's fine also. They just left it open. So that's just perfect. See how it's not sticking to my hands at all, the mashed plantains. So I just went ahead and put it on some oiled foil there. I'm just gonna go ahead and make the next one the same way. the second one is done too. I'm just gonna kind of roll it to make sure it's a good shape and place it on the pre-oiled foil. And I had preheated the oven to 350. We're gonna go ahead and put it in there for 20 minutes. You don't need to turn it over after 20 minutes or do anything, because remember, the chicken and the plantains are cooked. You're just basically heating it up. So there it is. This is after 20 minutes. It came out perfect. Just had a little bit of seasoned California style vegetables on the side. Definitely a fusion dinner. So that's what it looked like on the inside. This was our dinner that night, and it was so yummy. I think I'll definitely try to make this again. Maybe try another meat, maybe some turkey or something next time. Thanks for watching.